Good day everyone, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Now, before we move on to our next little project, which is going to be moving into the Lexington area, yes, the transportation empire is growing, and we shall soon include Lexington inside this transportation empire. But funds are not coming in as fast as I'd like. That's the downside of having a massive main line like this. There's a lot of expense involved. The vehicle expenses aren't cheap either, and we have a lot of trains running here. So there's a couple options that we can do before we expand here, because I reckon this is going to be very expensive. Also, we can set up some supporting infrastructure, which I think is worth it. So a really quick, there's two quick things we can do actually that can get us more money, and by getting more money, we can then afford to go into Lexington without taking on a loan, because who wants to owe someone money? Okay, so one of the things we can do here is Palm Bay has grown, and with the size of Palm Bay at present and where the train station is, we're not getting full passenger coverage here. So a good option at this point, I think, is maybe we should put in a tram system. Specifically, we'll put a station down on this end of the town, we'll put a station down here, and then people will be able to get around easier. So we'll make more money off of basically tram service. And that's not going to be too expensive, and I think we'll be able to get quite a bit of money. So the first thing we want to do is we want to figure out how we're going to do it. And there's a couple options here. It starts with where we want to really place things. Ideally, we would place station where it's pretty much right here, but we don't have to. And I think we're better off if we don't put it right there. If we place it right here, I mean, they can cross the street. If we place it here, what we can achieve is only right turns by having it go around this circle here and only making right turns. But I don't think it really matters at this point in time. We might want to just keep it here, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So we'll place that one there, and we'll place this one all the way up here. So we're going to kind of do like an opposite corner thing there. Alrighty, so with those two placed, why did I get out of that? We need to place a tram station. So to place the tram station, there's a how do we want to place it? I think we're pretty. I want to place it maybe right here. So by placing it right here, but I really do not want to. Oh, what about over here? Yes, that will work even better. If we place it right here, we can easily have the vehicles come in and out. And we need to... Being a bit finicky, but I think that will do. Okay, so now we just got to place some tram tracks down. So for that, we got to go back into the streets. We're going to hit the upgrade. We're going to hit tram track, yes. And we'll just place down our tram track here. We need to make a left, and then another left. Okay, like so. And is it all connected? I think it is. It's hard to tell because that block is still highlighted. There we go. Train its free condition is very bad. Well, yes, we will have to do something about that. So we're just going to get a horse-drawn carriage here, 29,000. Select it, hit new line. And we're going to say Main Street to Hill Street. Okay, so our tram is chugging along there. Beautiful. We've already got passengers at Hill Street. 2 passengers at Hill Street. This is going to be somewhat promising. Now, if only we could get a few more, although the tram only holds 5 passengers. That's alright. Hopefully we'll make a little profit from this. I imagine we'll make more profit once the train unloads passengers. Alright, so while that's running, we can do the same thing in Reno? No, there's really no point in Reno because we are just wonderfully located. We're right in the middle of Reno there. There's a reason it's called Reno Central. So, from there, the next little thing we can do to ensure we have plenty of money coming in is we're going to get more wood to the sawmill there so that we produce more lumber. And we're going to need that lumber anyways for the machine factory here. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a cheeky little run here. We're going to connect this forest to the sawmill. And eventually what we will have is we'll have wood coming from the forest to the sawmill, planks coming from the sawmill to the machines factory, and then the train going back to the forest. But for now, we're just going to connect up the forest and the sawmill. We are not going to connect up the machines factory because, well, if we just supply it with wood, we'll just have a bunch of wood there, and that's not going to accomplish much for us. We need to get the steel going, and that will be the next thing we do. So, let's configure this. We'll add another track here. Alright. With that track done, all we gotta do now is click here, and drag this where we want it, which is all the way over there. We can probably do better if we place it manually. This is a bit, Then again, no, that's probably good enough. So, since we're only going to be having one train starting out here, this works just fine. Come on, there we go. A vehicle. And of course it's going to be a nice, beautiful general. And we're going to add on flat cars with stakes. Alright, there goes $2 million, but that's fine. Because we're going to make that money back with this, hopefully. So, there we go. Reno South to Palm Bay Sawmill. And we really should rename this. So this is Reno Forest. There we go. Now we know. So now, in fact, we should probably tell this train to turn around. Yes. Harvest your logs. Feed the Empire. Well, that's disappointing, but not unexpected. For now, though, let's turn our attention to the steel mill here. So, I've done some thinking on it, and our best bet is probably to hook up to Lexington Iron Ore Mine here, and then to Lexington Coal Mine, number 4, and supply Lexington Steel Mill. And then from there, Lexington Steel Mill will eventually have a line that runs along here and through here, connects up with the main line, and the goods, well actually the machines, will go to Palm Bay. Also, we can then easily hook up Lexington to the passenger service as well, and we can also start exporting, I should say shipping, tools from Reno's tool factory to Lexington. So let's get a train station here. Just fine-tune it here. And we're going to want at least some room over there. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it this way. That will do. Yeah, we should be able to get a nice turn on that. All right. The next thing we want to do is we want to hook up the coal mine. And the coal mine is at roughly the correct angle for hooking up to the iron mine as well. So we can probably just place a station down like so and just set up a line that they'll share. So that will save us some money, but we will be double tracking it probably. That, or we can do it a little bit cheaply. And you know what? Let's do this the cheaper way. So we're going to do a single line here. Actually, I should have placed a second platform there. We'll need 3 platforms, but for now, we'll do a single line like so. How does that look? Oh, look at this. No, 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 no. This is terrible. Why would I ever agree to that? No, no, no. We aren't doing that.
11 minutes later.
Is that clipping? Yeah, how is that? That shouldn't be possible. This should not be possible. No. No, 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 game. How? That's not possible. Oh, dear.
5 minutes later.
Wonderful. And now we will connect up to the iron ore mine. So we'll do that. And now we'll just connect them up. Now, I'd rather not destroy the farmland, simply because it is very beautiful scenery. So we're gonna get a little close to it, but we're not going to bother it. In fact, maybe we should build the other way. We need to connect up to there. Also, I imagine we'll be using these farms at some point. And connect it up like so. Come on. We're looking for a snap point. How does that look? Wonderful, and we didn't destroy any farmland. Okay, so the last thing we need to do here, now that the two are connected, is we need to add another platform here and 2 sets of tracks, because we will be outputting from here some steel. We can hold off on the track, actually. We're probably better off holding off on the track for now. And what we'll do is we'll extend this to here. And we'll just do a crossover here. 50 kilometers, nice. All right. And so now we've got our 2 points here. And so what we'll do is, since we're doing this the cheap way, eventually this will be upgraded to double track, but for now, single track is all we need. It'll be interesting doing that with the farm. We can probably pull that off actually quite easily. But that's future issues. Let's just get this line going. We can start producing some steel. So what we need is the depot. Again, we'll probably have to reconfigure the depot at some point. In fact, there might be some advantage here if we just place it... Let's actually add that track. Just so we can position things the way we want them. Oh, we need to get out of that. And then we'll just connect this up. Doesn't need to be pretty because it's only used very seldomly. Alright, so we're going to buy a general, and we're going to buy gondolas. Yes, free gondolas. Actually, we'll start with the first the iron train, because it's got the longest way to go. So what we want to do is we want to hit new line. And we're going to hit the iron ore here. And we're going to get the train going there. Alright, so now we're going to buy another general. And for this one though, we're only adding 3 gondolas. We're only adding 3 gondolas because this train doesn't have near as far to go. It only has to go to the coal mine and back. If you look at it, it looks like it's roughly halfway between the two. It's actually more close to the steel mill here than it is to the iron ore mine. But there's something else to consider. This is uphill. So to get from the iron ore mine to the steel mill is going to take longer than it will to get to the coal mine. So we'll select and let it do its thing. So now we'll be able to start shipping coal and iron to the steel mill. So while we wait for our steel operation to really get going, let's take a look at what's going on here. We have a lot of people waiting for our tram run, so we should probably add another tram. So what we want to do is we want to hit buy vehicle. We'll add another, only 29,000. So tram 2, assign it to line 1. And there we go. So now we have another tram on the way. Hopefully that will lower the number of people waiting here by at least a little bit. I mean, 14 people there, 12 there. Now is also a good time to look in here and see what's going on here. The forest is finally producing a lot of wood, yes, which means we're making money with this train here, which is excellent. Let's take a look at the steel mill. What's going on at the steel mill here? So we've currently got 36 stored of iron and 1 coal stored, and I believe we have another shipment of coal coming in.